tax credit, you actually qualify for that. So that's actually, yeah, that's actually a really good thing. And so that will help you with buying, a nicer home if you choose to. You can go increase your purchasing power and save you $2,000 a year for up to 5 years with your income tax. And so the first option that you can do is you can go up to 145,000 with zero down. So that's no money down. It's 100% financing. Closing costs can either be paid by the seller or be included in the loan. Your total out-of-pocket expenses are like for an appraisal and inspection. That's about $1,000 is what your out-of-pocket is going to be. You don't pay anything now to get pre-qualified with me. This is not a commitment or any contract. But if you find a house and you put an offer, you have to pay for an inspection if you want. It's good to get an inspection on a home that checks the, the integrity of the property, the foundation, the roofing, the structural. It's not required, but it's recommended. The appraisal is required. That runs about $500, so you pay out of pocket for that. The other closing costs, like I said, the way we do the loan is that it's either paid by the seller or it's included in the loan, so that way you don't have to pay out of pocket for that. But for the zero down, that's what you'd be looking at. Your payment would be about $700 a month, plus the property taxes and insurance. Okay, so taxes and insurance would be included on top of that. Once we get closer, we narrow down what homes you're looking at. We can plug those numbers in and see what your full payment's going to look like. So as another option that you can do, just in case you don't see anything that you like for that price point, another thing that you can do is what you do qualify for is you can go up to 200,000. Okay, so you can go up to 200,000. Now with this program, it allows you for expansion, for open up a lot more doors, a lot more options, because that's pretty much the median price range is about 200 for a home now. With this program, it does require a 3.5% investment from you. What I mean by that, if you buy a $200,000 home, you would invest into it $7,000, so you'd end up financing $193. And so what that down payment does, it actually lowers your house payment and it lowers the amount of interest that you spend on the loan. So it's actually a good thing because it's like an investment. You're investing in your home. So that $7,000 that you're investing historically will show a 25% annual return. So if you're trying to build wealth, or like you said, you had a 401k, this will return you up to 25% a year. Let me just ask you a question on your 401k. You said you have about 10,000. How long has that balance been at 10,000 for?
I would say, 3 years.
Okay.
When I started.
Okay. So essentially, you haven't made any return on your money in the last 3 years. So here, when you, and I'm not trying to say that, it's just that the thing is that putting money in a 401k, you're not getting a return. You plug it into your house, you can get a return. Let me just give you a story real quick, just a short story. I bought my house in 2012 for $230,000, and today it's worth $290. So I made 60 grand. I didn't have to go to work for that money. See, every day you have to get up, you have to go to work, and you make your money. This house made me money. I didn't have to do anything. So that's a 32% return a year. It's one of the best investments. Real estate is one of the best investments that you can get. You see that, like how you can build that equity and you can get a return on your investment. You're not going to get that with your 401k. So this is another investment vehicle for you. So if you want to put money down, it's a good thing because it helps to build your wealth and increase your assets. So it's just another option for you. You have the money in your 401k. So all you're merely doing is shifting the money from the 401k into a higher appreciating asset. So you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's a good way to put it. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just because your thing is that you want to try to build wealth and increase your net worth, and so this is a very it's a great way to do it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that.
Very good. So those are the two options that you qualify for. Again, same thing with this program. The closing costs can be paid by the seller or put into the loan. Totally optional on how we structure it. Now, are you working with any realtors or anything like that?
No, I'm not. I'm just driving around my neighborhood and seeing what I see.
Okay.
you know, but yeah, not working with any realtor right
Okay.
now. But, you know, I'm very interested in that second option because, you know, I do have $10,000 that I could use towards that, down payment for,
Right,
home.
right,
So,
right, okay. Well, let me walk you through this real quick. So the process is
Okay.
now that, okay, here's the deal. You've been pre-qualified with us, so I'm gonna give you a pre-approval award letter. All right,
Okay.
and that shows that you've been pre-qualified. I'm gonna give you, it's gonna be for both programs. So you have a, you know, a bunch of different homes that you can look at. Now, I do the loan side. I give you the money. So somebody has to help you with going to find the house. So we have an approved realtor, a USDA approved realtor. Her name is Christina. I've been working with her for 7 years, and she's with Keller. Have you heard of Keller Williams?
yeah,
Okay.
I've heard of
Yeah,
them.
they're
I
one of
know
the
they have
biggest.
many different
Yeah,
locations.
right. And they're one of the biggest realtors in the nation. And so, basically, the process is now that I've gotten you pre-approved, I'm going to connect you with her, and she's going to set up a time to meet with you to help you to go start shopping for a house. You can buy a brand new, you can buy an existing, you can buy a foreclosure. I mean, any of the above. But she's going to sit down and meet with you, and you guys are going to start shopping for houses together. So, you've been officially pre-qualified with us to start shopping for houses. I'm going to connect you with her. You do not pay her for the service. She's there to represent you and work for you. Okay?
Okay.
So, and she gets paid by the seller, but she's going to make sure that you know that you're taken care of and that the closing costs are included in the loan. That way, you don't have to pay out of pocket for those. Because I've worked with many other realtors, and most of the time, realtors try to get you to pay the closing costs, or they're not familiar with these government programs. And they do the closing date incorrectly, or I've just had a lot of issues with it. And I don't want to have a rookie realtor gambling with your loan and have something get screwed up where you lose the house. So I'd rather make sure that we're right here as opposed to making a mistake. So so please talk with her. I'm going to have her give you a call and set up a time to meet with her. And I think you're really going to like her. And then the other thing is that if you still have that pen in your hand, there are a couple things I need to get from you. I need to get in your most recent pay stub, and your copy of your 401k statement, and your tax return for 2014 and 2015.
Okay.
Now here's the thing, I need to have these items sent in to me within 5 days. Because the way for compliance, the way it works is if I'm giving you this approval letter now, I have to actually see your documents by November 6th, or they cancel the approval. Okay?
Okay.
It's not me that wants to cancel. I want to give you the loan, but it's the we have a compliance officer at the bank, and
Right.
compliance says that per regulations, if I don't actually have your documents in the folder, that the computer will come in and do a clean sweep and cancel your file. So I got to get those in, so that way we make sure we can honor that. Because what's happened is I'm locking up this $200,000 for you, and they want to make sure they can see your documents that validates that you have that income and you have the money in the 401k.
Okay.
So it's
I definitely can get these to you.
Okay.
Maybe by in a couple days or so. Because I go to work tomorrow, so let me get everything that I need and
perfect.
and I'll get those over to you.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to connect with Christina. I'm going to have her give you a call. Again, congratulations, you've been pre-qualified, and we're going to get this moving for you, and then I hope that you find a house soon. And if you want to stop by the office, come meet me. I'd love to meet with you.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I believe your office isn't too far away, so
Yeah.
I'll have to drop in.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Okay,
All right,
thank you,
bye-bye.
Angela.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you're going to do it when somebody has a good credit situation. Just pre-approve them right there and get them. Have you guys been doing this?
Yeah, I've been doing that. I like that compliance in the documents. I think that's a huge tool. I never thought about that. Sense of urgency.
Yeah, you need to have, because you want to get the documents in. So you need to do it quickly with them. Otherwise, they're not going to take it seriously. So you want to get the docs in quickly, so that way you can make sure that they have that. So, but this guy was straightforward. He had a salary, he had assets, he had good credit. There was nothing wrong with the credit. The thing is that you have to get the motion going. Probably the same thing at gallery. You want to close the guy right there. You don't want him to leave the building. You got to close him right there and get him the offers and get him out there. And so it's so important that you do that. So we have one more customer type, and that was the third one. I'm sorry, we have two more. Okay, so go ahead and press stop on that.